A new government agency could soon have the power to investigate holiday pay compliance, review 6 years' worth of records, and impose penalties of up to 200% of any holiday pay mistakes. This is coming in 2027, and that's exactly what the employers could be facing under the proposals for the new Fair Work Agency, which is the government's new enforcement agency. Now, in this video, we're going to explain what employers need to know and how to prepare for the changes ahead. So, Matthew, can I start by asking you what's happening with holiday pay enforcement?
So the government is currently consulting on plans for the Fair Work Agency to enforce holiday pay rights from next year. So currently, if you believe you're owed holiday pay, your only remedy is to pursue a claim in the Employment Tribunal. So the government is considering creating an alternative route to recover holiday pay through the Fair Work Agency, which will be able to ensure compliance by employers and take enforcement action where necessary. The consultation is open until September, so employers now have a chance to familiarise themselves with the proposals and give their views.
So, Matt, why is the government taking a more active role in enforcement of holiday pay?
So the government believes that millions of workers are actually not receiving their full holiday entitlement. And within that, particularly lower paid workers are not pursuing tribunal claims to reclaim any unpaid holiday pay. So the aim is to create a more proactive enforcement model that helps recover arrears and ensures that employers who do comply are not disadvantaged by those who don't.
How is holiday pay calculated under the existing rules?
So holiday pay should be calculated in the same way as normal pay. So that means you may need to consider things like regular overtime, commission, bonuses where applicable. In terms of holiday entitlement, most full-time workers will have 5.6 weeks of paid annual leave per year, and any part-time workers will have the same on a pro rata basis. For irregular hours workers or part-year workers, employers may also have to consider the use of rolled-up holiday pay.
And what are the common mistakes that employers make when calculating holiday pay?
Well, one mistake I've already alluded to, and it's the incorrect assumption that holiday pay is only calculated through basic pay. So you would need to consider, as mentioned, commission, regular overtime. We also see a lot of employers trip up with rolled up holiday pay, either because it has just been calculated incorrectly or maybe used on a worker who is not eligible for that. And also record keeping. So as of April 2026, it is mandatory for employers to keep holiday pay records for 6 years. So it's really important to have processes in place to ensure compliance with that.
And this, of course, means that keeping adequate records means that if the Fair Work Agency descend on them one day and ask to see the records, then they've got those records, hopefully, to prove the holiday pay has been calculated correctly.
Exactly.
So with this consultation which the government are putting out there, which closes in September, what issues are the government asking employers to comment on?
So one issue is how the Fair Work Agency should approach compliance and whether employers should be given a chance to rectify any genuine mistakes before any enforcement action is taken. Another area is how the proposed penalties regime will operate in practice. And then finally, how far back the claim period should be, and also whether there should be priority given to lower paid or vulnerable workers.
So Matt, which of the proposed enforcement rules should employers be most concerned about?
So there are two proposals that are likely to grab employer attention. The first being a 6-year claim period. So that matches the 6-year record keeping requirement that we've already discussed. And that will apply to claims after 18th of December 2025, which is when the Employment Rights Act received royal assent. Another proposal, the civil penalties regime. So that could mirror minimum wage enforcement, which would include 200% of arrears owed, maximum £20,000 payment per worker, and a minimum £100 penalty.
So on this rolled up holiday pay issue, And in relation to the consultation which the government is conducting, what is the evidence that the government are seeking to obtain through the consultation about rolled up holiday pay?
So the government is seeking consultation on a few points. One of those being how widely rolled up holiday pay is used, especially after the 2024 simplification. Another point is whether employees understand the rules, including the correct percentage uplift. And finally, whether workers are receiving the correct entitlement, particularly in sectors with variable hours workers.
Thank you. And just to be clear, Matt, so the percentage uplift is 12.07% on a normal worker's pay.
That's correct.
Thank you. So Matt, what should employers be doing now to prepare for the new holiday pay enforcement regime?
So the key is not to wait until 2027. And now is the time to review how holiday pay is calculated, particularly if you have irregular hours or part-year workers. Employers should make sure that they are correctly accounting for things like overtime, commission, and also that they're using the correct reference period, which is 52 weeks for a variable hours worker. They should also check their record-keeping processes and meet the new 6-year requirement and be sure that they can demonstrate compliance if they're ever required to do so. And of course, the consultation is still open, so employers have an opportunity now to familiarise themselves with the proposals and have a say before any new regime is introduced.
Taking steps now to review your calculations, records and processes could help avoid much bigger issues when the enforcement regime starts up in 2027 with the new Fair Work Agency coming into play. If you'd like advice on holiday pay compliance or preparing for the upcoming changes, then please do visit our website or get in touch with us directly by email.